joining us on Arise News.
And thank you for having me.
Now, you just concluded your annual general meeting. It's the first as the group managing director. Can you tell us what your experience has been like and also what the year 2022 has been like for UBA?
Thank you so much for that question. Today, the shareholders of UBA PLC expressed happiness on the success the UBA recorded in 2022. They were very happy. And they were very happy for the reason that our dividend yield was over 14%. And that's about the highest on the exchange. They were very happy with the results the UBA was able to show. Our total assets climbed to over 10 trillion. Our PBT climbed to 200 billion naira. And indeed, our profit after tax got up to 170 billion naira. That was a fantastic result. And I think today, when I looked at the faces of shareholders, I saw them with smiles, I saw them with hope that UBA is indeed on the right track.
Well, talking about that very impressive results, I mean, you called it fantastic. Can you talk us through what drove those positive numbers?
Yes, I can tell you that our customer-first philosophy, that customer is the king of our business, customer is the essence of our business, was very, very impactful. And all our staff have keyed into that philosophy. And I've also seen staff that have improved very well on their performance, on their commitment to do this. And I can tell you that today the UBA is a different UBA. It's a UBA where staff are more committed to the ideals of customer experience. And these were very significant strategies that really helped us with that result.
Okay. So what are your projections for 2023, considering your first quarter results, which we understand was also very impressive?
Yeah, you are right. The first quarter results for this year was really very impressive. And we're going to continue on that lane. And that lane is to ensure that the customers are happy with us, to ensure that our digital banking platforms are really giving the result that the customer expects in terms of the customer experience on those platforms. To also be sure that our businesses outside Nigeria, particularly in Africa, you know that UBA is present in 20 countries in Africa, including Nigeria, and our businesses in Africa are doing quite well. So as long as that continues, that will really push our business. We are today also in the US, and the US business, the UK business are very profitable, and they are contributing to the bottom line.
Now, talking about your other subsidiaries in Africa, we know that a number of Nigerian banks took a hit from Ghana's debt restructuring. So will this impact your Pan-African strategy, or will you continue to expand?
No, that will really encourage us to do more for Africa. In Ghana, clearly, the Ghana debt exchange, UBA took some losses. But if you look at those losses, you find out it was lower, the lowest among our peers, because we were able to manage that better. And I can tell you, in Africa, based on the contributions that we are seeing from our subsidiaries in Africa, is an encouragement that we can do more. And we are pushing up the figures, we're pushing up the numbers, we're pushing up the market share. We're improving our service delivery to Africans wherever they are. And we think that platform for Africans to do business with the rest of the world is the UBA platform.
Fantastic. Now, the bank's operating expenses climbed 26% to 350 billion in 2022. Can you talk to us about the cost of doing business in Nigeria as a Tier 1 bank?
I can tell you that, of course, you do know that the inflationary threat is rising in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, in many countries in Africa and the rest of the world. But we also know that our staff need to be motivated to do well. And that motivation would mean taking care of some of the expenses they are running, improving their remuneration so they can remain motivated and ensure that the results are coming. And so some of these things come in, and we want to make sure we slow down the rate of attrition in our bank. And that has some of that also guided in the figures that you're talking about.
Now, still talking about the cost of operation, which, as you rightly noted, is really very high. I can tell you that the cost of diesel right now, I don't even need to tell you. You should be telling me about the impact it's having on your operation. But are there plans, to open more branches in 2023?
Okay, I can tell you, yes, from that cost perspective, we have come up with several cost-saving initiatives that we're driving, and even process improvement initiatives that will bring down those costs. And we're doing that, and results are showing. Also believe that, yes, we can open more branches, but the issue lies in getting market share, and that's where digital banking platforms come in, because they will also help you to manage cost while improving market share and convenience and customer service delivery for your customers. So digital banking platforms are solutions that also help us to drive the cost low. And that's what we're experiencing in UBA today.
And outside Nigeria?
Outside Nigeria has been quite good for us. I can tell you, some of the countries are benefiting today from these digital banking initiatives that we've introduced. And in countries like Kenya and East Africa, they have been very good in the digital banking platforms. We're also learning from them. So it's a matter of, we learn in some countries, we also introduce these solutions in other countries to improve their customer service delivery.
So how does UBA, can you tell us, how does UBA view technology? What are your plans, to compete with the fintechs for customers?
I would like to say our issue with the fintechs has been that of partnership. We can partner in order to improve the experiences our customers get. The fintechs have a lot to contribute. We do, as banks, have a lot to contribute, and that success lies in partnership.
Okay. Now, the bank's net interest income grew by 20% in 2022, thanks to the CBN's monetary policy rate hikes to 18%. So will UBA be relying on more rate hikes, or would you be pursuing a diversified income strategy?
We are diversified growth, and we are diversified not just in banking offers, but also in geography. You have a bank that is present in 24 countries. That has a lot. And that diversification that UBA has done is supporting our growth, is supporting our performances. And we'll continue to deepen the relationships in those countries so they can contribute much to UBA.
So just in a nutshell, to wrap up, what can your customers, what can the shareholders expect from UBA in 2020?
The most important thing for our customers is to assure them that UBA will continue to improve on the service delivery. We'll continue to speak to the issues around excellent service delivery to customers. We'll continue to speak to their needs, and we are committed. And I can tell you, we have over 25,000 staff of UBA, and each and every one of them is committed to excellent service delivery. Thank you.
Mr. Alawuba, GMD CEO, UBA PLC, thank you so much for joining us on our.
And thank you for having me.